Well, Zoe is 8 years old. She's had quite the journey, and we're just continuing to write her story as we move forward. She handles everything with a great attitude. I think anyone who meets Zoe never forgets her.
She's just an active, delightful, firecracker young lady. She's self-determined, she's willful, she's funny. There are really lots of similarities with other little girls her age. She loves her friends, she loves her family. She has a love of life and moving and doing the things that she wants to do.
So cerebral palsy is not genetic, but Zoe had a static brain injury, so that means that there was a bleed in there, and it was just one. That affected her ability to talk and walk like kids her own age. She's a problem solver, so she's not going to be left out of anything. Cerebral palsy is a diagnosis, but it definitely doesn't define her in any way.
She is highly motivated to be independent, and as a physical therapist, to me, that's one of the things that it helps me imagine the future and think about, the sky's the limit in terms of what she can do. It's harder when students or of any age sort of don't see themselves doing these things and being able to do them. And with her, independence is always on her mind, not wanting help, wanting to do it on her own.
I remember her getting very tired very early on in the day a lot, but she had to work twice as hard as everyone else. It never stopped her though. Her determination has pushed her through so many things, and she actually was one of the few kids, as tired as she would be, who did not fall asleep at the end of the day. So she was determined to be a part of everything.
I have always had my heart near and dear to special education, and so I think the biggest piece for me as a director is being able to do something as little as an introduction in this case. I truly feel like all I did was a small introduction, but it reminds us that it's a pivotal part in helping every student, and this story may help someone else see that there's further resources out there, and then they'll be able to help even more children, and that's what it's all about.
I received an email from Amanda Lawrence, who's the director, special education director of the cooperative. And her email was, can you give me any leads, or do you have any ideas? We've been looking for months for a replacement for the physical therapist that is no longer working in their system. And my response was, hey, tell me more and we can figure out how to get you some help. As they started talking about her, my mind just started really imagining the possibilities. And one of the things they did mention, albeit a bit casually, was, well, we've been pursuing this opportunity to have this surgical procedure, selective dorsal rhizotomy, and because we don't have the therapy follow-up, it's really on hold. We're really stalled out with that.
The success of that surgery is directly linked to the physical therapy that happens, the rehab that happens afterwards. And if you don't have somebody that understands that process and what you're trying to accomplish, the surgery won't have the outcomes that it could have.
And so I started thinking about Dr. Jennifer James, and I was thinking about the students, and as I was talking with them, I was like, okay, what if we could provide the support that she needs at school, and we would be able to provide some supports at home to give you that intensive support that you need following the surgery. And of course, Zoe and her family were the primary, focus on my mind, but my mind was just with, this is an experience that there are pediatric therapists that go their whole career and never have the opportunity. And we have these 3 new, highly skilled, very intelligent, hardworking PTs that could get this from, first opportunity out in the field that they could experience this.
We're thankful just for WSU to step in like they did, and with the PT department and the students. Just the knowledge and the expertise that they bring with them has been more than we could have asked for. It's not just a PT coming in, it's someone that has just this wide wealth of information, and they're willing to go the extra mile, which I think sometimes as a parent, you get weary because you're constantly, what can we do next? What can we do next? So, wind.
somebody or a group can step in and take that burden from you. We keep saying we need someone to champion for us, and that's what it feels like. WSU has kind of taken that role on for us. We have complete faith in what they're going to do and work with Zoe. Just them stepping into that role it's just, we have already seen the benefits in it in just the short time that they've been helping our family.
The fact that her parents just go above and beyond and do everything they can to help her, they will stop at nothing to find the resources that she needs, and it is truly empowering, and I love it when I come in contact with parents that will do everything they can for their kids, and it's exciting knowing that now Wichita State is also involved. They have taken it so much further with the physical therapy services, and her being able to go ice skating and roller skating with her peers, and even showing her that you thought you couldn't do this and you can. And so it's fun to watch her grow, and I can't wait to see where this takes her.